Hey guys, this is Alan from Plangora, and I wanted to go ahead and go through a new static site generator that I found that's quite interesting. Some other people I think pointed it out in previous video comments, and that's about the still thing. I forgot what it's called. Still, the still static site generator. So difficult to say. Anyways, I took a look at this, played with it a little bit. It seems pretty straightforward. There's one thing I don't like about it, and that it uses this template language called Slime. I think I'm pronouncing that correct. It kind of reminds me of, I forgot what the name is in Ruby. I think it's Haml. I don't really like that because it's kind of, you have to kind of walk people through how to use it. But in any case, it's actually not too bad. And I also saw that it does support EEX and I think some other ones. And you can actually extend it by adding something called a preprocessor. And so in this video, we're just going to walk through how to actually install Still, how to create a new Still project. Not how to add it to your existing project, but I may actually do that too. But for sure, how to actually do, just a blank project. And so let's go ahead, let's get started. Now, what you need to do is, I'm going to go over to here. You just need to go ahead and install the archive, similar to how we did before. Mix archive.install from hex, still new. So that's going to go ahead and install this generator. Of course, you want to say yes. And this is going to create a generator similar to the Phoenix one and the other one too. You just say mix still.new, and then you just say my site, something similar, whatever you want to call it. I'll just use that. And that's pretty it. That's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. And it seems like it's a lot less files than using the previous one. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this project and let's take a look around. Hello, welcome back. Now that we've actually opened up the project within IntelliJ over here, I'm just going to walk you through a little bit how to use it. And I did find an issue, and I'm going to show you how to solve that issue. Now, the cool thing about this is it seems to be that you can actually add this into an existing project. And I haven't tried that yet, but I might do that in the future. They do use this weird template called Slime. I'm not sure that's how you say it. Seems to be not too bad. Kind of reminds me of Haml from my Ruby days. But other than that, I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. So I'll have to actually play around to see how it goes. It seems to be that they use this as this at env instead of using the at con. If you're used to Phoenix, like over here, right, you see the link over here, but otherwise it seems pretty similar. In any case, I have to again play with this some more to really get an idea. But yeah, one thing I did found, but actually, sorry, before I say that, is you don't have to use these slime templates as far as I understand. They also support EEX, and I think maybe one or two others. And so if you do want to use EEX, it's also okay from what I can tell. And the way it all works is that they have these things called preprocessors. And the way preprocessors work within this still is that they look at the suffix or the extension for the file, and then based on that, they run these preprocessors. And the reason I bring it up is because, to kind of understand a little bit how this system works as compared to the previous one. But in any case, I'm just going to turn it up and show you guys. So if you run mix, should be still.dev. This will actually turn on the server for us. And you see everything kind of works. And also it does have an auto save or whatever. So if I run this over here, sorry, it's actually running on port 3000. So if I run this over here, you'll see everything kind of works. But here's where I ran into a little bit of a situation, right? So I wanted to actually start to see how this thing works. So if I play around with here and I change this, maybe instead of being 16 pixels, if I change this to 18, I save this. It kind of worked, but if you saw, there's a little flash of red over here, and it's because for some editors, I'm not quite sure why this kind of happens, but if you have this .css over here, it's going to basically break everything. And so what you can do is you can actually set up so that there's no preprocessors like run for this file. And so what you need to do is you go to the config, and on the still config, you can add in preprocessors, and you just add in a map. And so this is where you can have custom preprocessors, or you can override existing preprocessors. And so what you can do over here is you do .css, and you just put in an empty list. And so this list should be all the preprocessors you want to run. And in this case, of course, we don't want any to run. So what I can do is I can kill this and run this again. So now, if I run this back to 16, and I save this, you'll see nothing fails because it just basically kind of ignores this. And so I go over here and I refresh this. So it does have automatic refreshing everything. I forgot what it's called, automatic hot reload. So if I change this to RAM, it should be quite big, right? So if I just switch browsers, you'll see it all kind of works. And just like the other one, just like the Serum, it'll just refresh the page for you automatically. So I'll just change that back to PX. And that's how Still works. It's pretty straightforward. It seems pretty nice. I'm thinking to go into a video about how to make your own preprocessor. It seems pretty straightforward. But in that case, this is a good introduction for how you use Still. So if you guys ever use Still, let me know. Otherwise, please subscribe if you haven't. Otherwise, catch you guys next time. Thanks. Bye. Hi. Please feel free to ask us any questions about Elixir, Flutter, or anything else in programming. Here's our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We'll answer your questions every Friday. Ya mantai ke dak man all. Yo wenti ji da wen wo